Hi, my name is Casper Borgrave, and I lead Accenture's Global SAP Business Group. Supply chains have never been more important to our clients, to their customers, and to societies at large. There's a new normal at play for supply chains, and really impacted by changing customer demands, heightened focus on sustainability and ethics, digital business models, different types of competitors, and new ways to create value and grow. In the past, the measure of a successful supply chain was cost efficiency. Today, supply chains are increasingly seen as growth enablers. And in addition to optimizing costs, organizations need their supply chains to be customer-centric to help them deliver innovative and hyper-personalized products, services, and experiences. Supply chains also need to have resiliency and flexibility built in from the start. They need to do good for society and for the planet. We know that supply chains vary significantly by industry. And it's important that the SAP solutions underpinning them are implemented in an industry-specific context. And that's the value of our supply chain templates and pre-configured solutions that we've created for more than 20 industries in our transformation platform, Accenture My Concerto. My Concerto makes the full breadth of Accenture's thinking easily accessible to accelerate the journey to the cloud. And once there, to continue the ongoing innovation journey in the cloud. So during this session, we'll look at the different ways that some of our clients are building resilient, cost-efficient, customer-centric supply chains. And depending on their starting point and roadmap, what are the strategies that they're taking, which can range from a complete transformation to addressing specific areas such as supply chain planning or demand-driven MRP.
Hi, I'm Carly Gunther, Customer-Centric Supply Chain Lead for Accenture. Before we hear from companies who are transforming their businesses with a customer-centric supply chain, I want to start by sharing why this new approach to supply chain is so valuable. Supply chains have become more important to the world than ever before, and COVID has highlighted that. The need for resiliency has increased off the charts, but there's also a global realization that meeting customers' new expectations for personalized products and services requires a whole new digital architecture and way of working. The customer-centric supply chain is designed to help companies pivot from mindset of a single channel supply chain to a growth enabler for their organizations by providing personalized products and services and helping the company be highly profitable while also being sustainable to positively impact business, society, and the planet. Companies with a customer-centric supply chain use advanced digital technologies and rich data to identify specific customer needs. They segment customers and products in real time around those unique needs and mobilize a diverse ecosystem of partners that can help them be responsive to demand while also optimizing costs through a procurement transformation around direct and indirect spend to serve each customer or segment. So what's the bottom line benefit of taking a customer-centric supply chain approach? I like to say it makes companies a triple P&L threat. Number one, from a growth perspective, availability of products, the right mix of products and services at the right level to meet customer expectations. Number two, cost optimization, cost of goods reduction, as well as inventory optimization. And number three, sustainability. Carbon emissions and energy reduction are critical to those. As Casper said, supply chains are vastly different across industries, but these three benefits are priorities for every industry. So they're a great way to measure success. It's also completely possible to transform to a customer-centric supply chain in a cash positive way, which in a time period where cash is tight for many impacted organizations is really valuable. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michel Roger. I'm the Global SAP Supply Chain Lead for Accenture. Today, I'm going to talk about a client experience very close to my heart. I spend most of my time there. And long story short, the value case is about creating a business case for a massive end-to-end supply chain transformation. It's always multiple things, but obviously what happened with COVID, and it's not over yet, has triggered some of this type of transformation. One of the thing that they realized was how to achieve resilience when your process and technology are way behind the time. And they were facing some of these challenges, like each region very independent, process being very different by region or sub-region, and at the end, not being able to react as fast as they should during that type of crisis. So that was one of the major trigger points for this journey. So obviously, SAP was at the core. It's part of the strategy of the client to embrace the newest technology from SAP, so SAP S4. And at the same time, as we discussed that end-to-end journey on supply chain, there was those additional connected capabilities that were we also considered, like planning, procurement, and all the associated technology to enable them. We want to make it real. We want to make it simple. And let me give you the 3-4 examples that we brought to life for the board. One was, they are embracing that autonomous supply chain, and part of that is to do more like touchless order. And give a simple example. Today, all these incoming orders for their client, they are touching 80% of them. And they really want to shift that and touch only 20%. So that's a simple statement. That's a great direction for the program. And that's one of the key achievements we are targeting to do. Another example is the planning. Obviously COVID has changed all the dynamic on how we plan the supply chain. And they recognize that today they are very rigid. They take a month to adjust capacity, production, supplier replenishment, things like that, and they really want to be more nimble, like even we plan in a day. So that's another direction they want to take. A third one, it's just about managing better the direct and indirect procurement. So once we assembled the business case that was really strong, we thought about not going too quick to the board and getting more buy-in from all the organizations. So from the regional organization, but also from the different business units. And we did like one by one with all these key leaders to test a bit our case and get their feedback, and understanding that there are some ongoing, other transformations. So let's not double count some of those value drivers, and let's get also honest on those value targets. And in some cases, we had to adjust, we had to do some more deep dive. And we did that for a matter of few weeks. And it revealed to be one of the critical parts to kind of gain some of the nod even before having that formal board meeting. At the end, the board meeting was almost kind of a given. I mean, it's never a given, but because everybody has heard before about that program and what was the objective. And the outcome of the board was really strong, like really embracing that, understanding is the right time to do it, and really giving the green light to go to the next phase of work. The first one would be the resource. Obviously, such a program, very strategic, you need to bring the right resource at the right time. And that's a massive undertaking because those resources need to be pulled out from the organization and need to figure out a way to backfill them. And then two, once you have the resource, is really about driving fast decision making. This is a very large scope in a very compressed time, and typically you don't have much time to look around the problem. You need to really drive by decision very quickly. And that's in many of our clients where it's consensus driven. It has to change a bit with a bit more power for the decision maker to make those decisions faster. One of the important aspects that I would like to share with other supply chain leaders is really about embracing the change, embracing that type of transformation, and really trusting a partner like Accenture to really drive that type of work. And giving one last bit of lessons learned from this client is, when you define early on that vision and value case, is how you translate that into guiding principle for the team, and at a very early stage, so that you're making sure that the team that is going to be engaged on the ground understand where we want to go, understand the value target, and help to ease those conversations down the road and avoid to dilute the value as we go.
Hi everybody, this is Sharad Mantri, Senior Director, Baker Hughes. As most of you know, Baker Hughes split from GE in late 2019, which brought a challenge for our procurement and AP area to come out of all the legacy applications within 18 months, because that was our agreed upon time period. It also gave opportunity for transforming our AP and procurement area. So we decided to partner with Accenture and Ariba to build a roadmap to implement the full suite of Ariba, which is starting from sourcing, buying, and invoice management. Along with that, we also decided to go live with supply chain collaboration for our direct sourcing categories. I'm happy to say we did implement, and we are live now in 106 countries with about 40,000 suppliers and 36,000 internal users using Ariba. Now that we are completely live, we are now tracking out some KPIs. In the AP area, one of the KPI we are tracking is for e-invoicing. We want to be at 60% e-invoicing by Q3 of this year. For in purchasing area, we want to enhance our catalog purchasing through guided buy to go up the percentage by Q3 or Q4 of this year. Now, for our sourcing organization who has been using sourcing and contract management for almost a year now, we are going in the second phase where we are implementing direct sourcing integrations. This will enhance our investment in this area. With all this going on, it will be an exciting next few years for our AP and procurement businesses, along with our DT team. I'm very happy to say where we are today and appreciate all the help from Accenture to partnering with us. Thank you, everybody.
Hi, I'm Darcy McLaren. I'm the Senior Vice President of SAP's North America Digital Supply Chain Sales. Accenture is a leading SAP partner who provides outstanding supply chain related strategy, consulting, and implementation services to many of our customers. I value our close collaboration on supply chain offerings and on bringing the right solutions to address our customers' needs. Accenture and SAP came together to help organizations use technology to better manage and adapt their supply chains during the pandemic with scenario planning as a service that combines SAP Integrated Business Planning, or what we call IBP, with Accenture services. This was a great example of our collaboration on how we helped 10 customers as a part of the initial program to achieve value quickly. Our teams had daily checkpoints and stood up the operating model in record time. Accenture and SAP are committed to sustainability and co-development of a new solution to help our customers achieve their sustainability goals. Many of the world's companies run their businesses on SAP, and in fact, 77% of the world's transactions go through SAP. Therefore, SAP is the right foundational core since it already has the data to track sustainability progress. The future of supply chain is bright and exciting as we work with our customers to build resilient and agile supply chains with Industry 4.0. We look forward to continued collaboration, even in stressful times, that help our customers receive immediate benefits. With the Accenture team, we can expect great things ahead. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you, Accenture.